Emotional trench, the emotional trench which you dig. I was thinking about this the other day, and I was watching somebody and realizing that they were digging themselves into a hole. And they were doing that by feeling sorry for themselves. Feeling sorry for ourselves is so easy to do. It is embarrassingly easy to do. All it takes is one thought, and then it's like that thought is a huge, gigantic, powerful magnet, and all these other thoughts seem to go with it. As soon as you start down the road of feeling sorry for yourself, you can find so many reasons to think that you don't have it good enough, think that you are left out, think that you don't have, think you. It's all about you and your emotions, your feelings. You weren't treated right. And I was watching this experience, and this person was really upset, really upset over the most petty thing. But they weren't being respected, and their opinion didn't matter. And they started digging this hole, and I could imagine it. And I realized that they're just digging a hole. But then they dug the hole, and then they started going back and forth with all the thoughts, reiterating the fact that they didn't have their feelings respected. And I all of a sudden realized they're digging a trench. They are digging an emotional trench. And when you dig a trench, you go through and you pull up all the dirt. And usually it's a pretty deep level. And you dig a trench for a lot of pipes, a lot of sewer, a lot of sprinkler systems, things like that. And inevitably, that trench quite often is going to be covered up. You dig an emotional trench and you let all of those feelings sit there, and then you cover them up. They're just called buried feelings. They are not dealt with. And it's a dangerous thing because those feelings start to fester inside of us. The thoughts, the negative attitudes towards people. Sometimes we have some people that we just have a lot of negative feelings towards. We really don't like them. And sometimes it's based on something they said, and sometimes it's just based on our own opinion. Goodness, really? And then we get in that mode of, well, this happened to me, and it's all about you. So when you start digging that trench, you dig it pretty deep, and you start moving, and you get to the point where it's almost impossible to get out by yourself. You are so consumed with yourself that you can't see the light above you. You can't see that the sun is shining. You have enwrapped yourself up with all your feelings, all the negative feelings. And somebody tries to help you, they try talking to you, and it's like an attack. And you just take that on, and you just keep adding it to your depth of your trench. And the more people try to help, the worse you get. You just think that everybody is out to get you. Everybody doesn't like you. And you know what? That's not true. When you stop, and if somebody has to get your attention pretty loudly, they're doing it to help you. They're doing it because they realize, my goodness, this person is digging a place where he can't get back from, or she can't get back from. And I really care for them. This is not good. And if it's one person who really loves you and you really trust, and they try helping you and you assume that they're attacking you, they're not on your side, you try fighting them off. Tell them go away. You don't understand. You know, they might. However, if they see you, if they see where you really are and they really care about you, they're not going to give up. They're just not. And when they reach down and pull you out, maybe even a little bit against your will at the moment, once you get up on top of the ground and you realize what happened, you're going to be really grateful to them. And you may kick and fight and bite with words and actions. I would encourage you not to do that so much. But when you start uncovering, it's like that be really graphic here, it's like that spider who just, completely turned you into her web, ready to eat you. Once you get out of that web, you're going to feel a lot more free, and you're going to feel a lot more grateful. And out of that emotional trench, you couldn't have gotten out without that somebody helping you. And when that moment happens, and I think we all get there in a certain way and at a certain time, we desperately need somebody to help us out, because we're confused and we can't find our way. And when that happens, make sure you are grateful, and make sure you know what you really believe in, and make sure that person who helped you out knows you're grateful too. Sometimes we say things that we wish we could take back. We all have those moments. And frankly, we can't. We can't take the words back. Once the words leave our mouth, they're gone. They're out. However, we do have the ability to say, you know what, I really didn't mean that, and I am really grateful for your help. And please, please accept my apology and thank you. Sincerely saying thank you to that person who helps you out, or those people, or those friends, or those families, or whoever it is. Be really grateful, and don't start digging that hole by feeling sorry for yourself, because as soon as you do that, it gets deeper and deeper and deeper. So fight it. When you have those feelings of everything is about you, flip it out and say, you know what? I'm going to start living my life looking a little more on the outside and what impact I have on others, and I am not going to be self-absorbed in my thoughts, in where I get to go, and what is there for me. Make sure that you turn it around and decide, okay, I'm going to live this part of my life for somebody else.